Hello children, today's story I'm going to read to you is Charlie Cook's favourite book. This is Charlie's bookshelf, he has lots of books. What do you think his bookends are, children? Once upon a time there was a boy called Charlie Cook who curled up in a cosy chair and read his favourite book. About a leaky pirate ship which very nearly sank, and a pirate chief who got the blame and had to walk the plank. The chief swam to an island and went digging with his hook. At last he found a treasure chest, and in it was a book. About a girl called Goldilocks and three indignant bears who cried, "Who's had my porridge? Who's been sitting on our chairs?" They went into the bedroom and Baby Bear said, "Look, she's in my bed, and what is more, she's got my favourite book." There she is. She's reading Charlie's favourite book. You can just kind of see the three bears there. So she's got his favourite book. About Sir Percy Pilkington, a bold and fearless knight, who told the dragon, "Wait, I'm not quite ready for a fight." "You must hear this one first," he said, and then his armour clanked and shook as he read aloud a joke he'd found inside his favourite book. And there's the dragon. Ho, 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 he, he. He thinks it's really funny, doesn't he? About Rowena Red-a-lot, a very well-read frog, who jumped upon a lily pad and jumped upon a log, then jumped into the library, which stood beside the brook, and went, "Read it, read it, read it," as she jumped upon a book. There she is, Rowena Red-a-lot. She's jumping on a book. About an oak tree full of birds, each bird had built a nest, and they had a competition to decide which one was best. They chose an owl to judge it, and the winner was a rook, whose nest was lined with pages from his very favourite book. There they all are with their nests. Can you spot the rook? And his nest is lined with those pages. About a girl who saw a flying saucer in the sky. Some small green men were in it, and they waved as they flew by. She tugged her mother's sleeve and said, "Look, Mum, what I've just seen." But Mum said, "Hush, I'm trying to read my favourite magazine." Flying saucer going by, the green men waving. Oh, he's a little too busy to look. She's reading her favourite magazine. About a wicked jewel thief who stole the king's best crown. Dr. Foster's painted galoshes. "I'd never go to Gloucester without them," said a delighted Dr. Foster. So in a magazine, so a magazine is a kind of a thin book or thick paper, whichever way you want to look at it, and it has lots of different things in, not just stories. It might tell you news information and have information about where you can get things from. So it's lots and lots of different bits and pieces in a magazine. But then got stuck behind some sheep, which slowed his car right down. The king excuse me. The king dialed 999, and soon the cops had caught the crook and flung him into prison, where he read his favourite book. Lots of favourite books. About a greedy crocodile who got fed up with fish and went on land to try to find some other kind of dish. He went into a bookshop and he there grew even greedier while reading on page 90 a very large encyclopedia. There he is. And I was going to read. About the biggest birthday cake the world had ever seen. A team of royal cake makers had made it for the Queen. The cake was so delicious that a famous spaceman took a slice of it to Jupiter. He also took a book. There's the cake, fit the Queen. There's the spaceman taking a slice of that very cake to Jupiter with him. And his book was about a ghost who glided round a castle every night, carrying her head and giving everyone a fright. She kept it up till morning, then she found a shady hook and put her head back on again to read her favourite book. Oh, gosh. Can you see? In some of the pictures, she's actually holding her head. That would be scary, wouldn't it, children? But in this picture, she's found, it is Nook, children, not Hook, and she's found a little quiet place and popped her head back on again. And in her book was about a cosy armchair and a boy called Charlie Cook. He liked to get all cosy and read his favourite book. Here he is, back in his armchair with that favourite book. And in this picture, if you look closely, you can see lots of the characters from all the books that have been read by different people throughout the book. First time I've read that book, children. I really enjoyed it. Talk to you soon. Bye. Take care.